Okay, so we're going to talk about ETHLend, and I know a lot of people have heard about us talking about it in the Telegram group, in some of the videos, but today we're going to go into a more in-depth view of what the actual coin does. And in the future, what we're going to do is I'm going to actually do a sample loan so you guys can see what it's about. So this is a very similar platform to Salt. The only exception is Salt does loans for USD. What Lend does is it's a way to use some of your ERC20 tokens as collateral for Ethereum loans. So like let's say you have 2,000, I'll take 2,000 EOS for example. 2,000 EOS can possibly be loaned out for up to 20 something Ethereum. So if you think about that, you can leave your 2,000 plus EOS as collateral down for a loan, and you can borrow up to 20,000 or $20,000 worth of Ethereum. Take that Ethereum and then use it to trade for other tokens. Now, when this comes in handy is when you think that your actual coin will outperform Ethereum. If that's the case, you can take one and literally leverage your money to the fullest actual degree. And you are also allowed to pay back in different terms. So we'll talk about terms later and how many days you can pay this back in. One quick thing that I did want to note here is that it can be confusing as hell to set up, and that's why I hope that the video that I make for you guys on how to do it step by step will help with the actual process. I was confused as hell when I first did this, but when I finally actually did it, it got easier the more and more I actually did it. Another key thing here is that you have to use MetaMask to pay for the fee when you initially start out and also receive the token. So the way that this all works is through the use of a smart contract. A smart contract is created in the cloud or wherever it's created within the ETHLend platform. And that smart contract, you have to pay to create it. That's why you need MetaMask to make that initial payment. Once you create that smart contract, what you need to do is transfer the tokens. So you transfer the tokens from your MyEther wallet straight into an address that ETHLend gives you. Once they verify that they have that collateral, what happens is they start shopping that loan out for buyers. At some point, if your loan has favorable terms to the actual buyer, somebody will accept that loan and they will take that loan and they will transfer their tokens to an address, and at some point those tokens will end up in your MetaMask, and now you're free to do whatever you want with those actual tokens. Now the key is here that you have to pay it back on the terms that you say. So if you do not pay it back, you lose your tokens that are there. You lose them as collateral. And the rate at which the tokens are put up to the collateral to the buyer, they get about 1.5%. So let's say your 2,000 Ethereum is worth $15,000. They'll loan you 10 Ethereum, which is worth 10,000. That's kind of how it works out. And the tokens, they can be sent from any wallet. It doesn't necessarily have to be MetaMask, so you don't have to put all your tokens in MetaMask to send it. They can be sent from your Mu, they can be sent from your Nano, they can be sent straight from your Binance address, they can be sent from wherever. Couple other things just to note is that the UI is fairly new, so it kind of sucks, and you'll see what I mean as we look through some here in a second. And there is really no way of calling in and asking for more collateral if the value goes down significantly. So let's say, for example, for some reason you use your EOS to get more Ethereum, and all of a sudden EOS takes a dump and it's worth $1. There's no way that the borrower or the person that, the lender can actually tell the borrower that they need more money in order to get them back, because it's just, there's nothing in the UI that allows for that. If the market crashes and the borrower doesn't pay the lender gets to keep the collateral. The collateral currently has different percentages of the Ethereum. So again, this was talking about I kind of worded that strangely, 1.5 to 1%. The borrower will have to pay the lender a percentage. So there is interest that is being earned on this. The shorter the loan term, like 30 days, the more collateral that has to be put forth versus if it's a 90 to 120 day loan. So let's go ahead and first look at ETHLend, and then we'll work at doing a loan live later. That's kind of hard to say. So we're going to go into ETHLend. And now if we just go into start lending,
kind of taking a while. And now you'll see that there's all these loans. Some of them you can also loan for USD, but this person is putting forth 100,000 lend for 8 Ethereum. So you would get 8 Ethereum. The state is funded. You notice this is waiting for lender. This is waiting for tokens. And 43,000 lend for 3.38 Ethereum. This is a USD loan. 4,067 GTO for 1.72 Ethereum. 2100 Dragon for 2714 USD, 100,000 lend for 6,700, 94,000 lend for 7 Ethereum, and you just keep going and going, and there's data or funded. These are just being created. This is a hash, and that's kind of how you go about and navigate this. Now, if you wanted to start a loan, what you'd have to do is click up here and put new loan request, and what it's going to do is now they have some actual instructions they didn't used to. You'll need to put Ethereum here and create, and it's going to open up your MetaMask. So I will show you guys in a future video how to do it. In fact, I'll take a look at, they just added some new coins that they are now loaning, that allowing you to loan, and so we'll look at that in a future video, and I'll go ahead and loan out something that I have here. But that's pretty much it. For now, I'll go ahead and work on that next video for you guys so you can see how a loan actually happens. So let me know again if you have any questions or comments, and I will see you guys in a future video. Take care.